Hello everybody and welcome back to Broken Berean, and today we're going to be looking at an announcement for a new TRON game. Now I know it's TRON, it's Disney, but let's be honest. The original movie came a couple years out after I was born, and I was enthralled growing up watching it. That was the dream, to not just play video games, to be in one, beyond even what VR is. This is so cool. The concept was cool. I liked TRON. I love TRON. And I know I have a controversial opinion. I like TRON Legacy. I don't love it. I like it. And you can't hate the soundtrack. I mean, Daft Punk did the entire soundtrack. I mean, you gotta love the soundtrack. So I didn't hate TRON Legacy. I liked it. I didn't love it. It was okay. But now we've got a TRON game announced today that I think is worth taking a look at. Well, let's take a look, shall we?
The Arc Grid, a digital sanctuary, a safe place.
It was.
Core won't let you escape, Exo. And even if you do, nobody escapes the glitch.
Then, I fight them. Here.
I mean, this looks really cool to me. I'm not the biggest fan of the top-down type games. I have nothing against them. It's just not my preference. But the fact that this is probably best seen from top-down, it'd be kind of hard to do it like first-person or even third-person, like what you normally see. I get why they did this mechanic, but it looks cool so far. And life cycles. Come on. Now I have to be honest, this looks fun. But I see some possible problems, just the way it's laid out. It could be a frustrating gameplay. It could have a lot of bad story. We don't know. There's several characters it looks like you get to pick between and play. And this is a vast improvement over the original TRON game. I had the I guess you could say good fortune, but really bad fortune, of playing the original TRON game, original TRON arcade game in an arcade in Nashville last summer. Dadgum, that thing is hard. If it wasn't free to play, I never would have played that thing. I mean, it was tough. I think there's like 6 different types of games you can play, and you need to beat all 6 to beat the game. It was rough. I mean, I was playing it, I was just, woo! Now that was a tough game. This looks like it can be entertaining and fun, and you get to have a good time, playing just as someone who goes onto the grid and just having fun. And I think this has potential. This would be definitely one of those ones I'd want to play the demo before I purchased it, unless it's like dirt cheap. But seeing as it's a Disney product, it's not going to be dirt cheap. So I'm excited for it to the point where I'm like, yeah, this looks good. But also to the point where I'm like, it could end up being the trailer's the best thing about the game. It just has, I don't want to commit 100% to it, but it just has that vibe. Like, You know, sometimes you go to a movie and you just watch, because you watch the trailer and the trailer's good, and you realize the best parts of the movie were in the trailer. This could be one of those. I don't know, because it doesn't give all that much. So we don't have an official release date. It's just the announcement date that's coming next time. And it's coming out next year. Not next time, next year. So we got to take a look at what this means. And honestly, where was it? Let's just go back and take a look at the... Yeah, there it is. The characters. So I think this is where it was. And so, I mean, you get to choose. There's probably characters, I don't know. It's not like you get to create your own character. You're going to select character and you're going to have allies within the game that are either NPCs. And I'm not even sure. Let's see if it gives any. See, it doesn't give much more than that. And I'm just thinking this could be a really good game. But the top-down thing, that's a little off-putting. But it could be really cool. Because if I'm throwing the discs around, I want to see it fly. But this perspective of the light cycles. So here, I mean, that's too far back. Yeah, that's more my speed right there. I mean, it could be really cool. I want to give it mad props because it looks really good. But anything that has to do with Disney leads me with extreme hesitation, because I do love the original movie. I liked the second one. I liked Legacy. I know I'll probably get a bunch of hateful comments. How could you say you liked Legacy? I liked it. I didn't love it. And I hate the original arcade game. That thing is so hard. It's stupid hard. Stupid hard. I mean, that's above water level 2 on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's a breeze compared to the Tron arcade game. And I really, really mean that. It's that difficult. All of the games, all of the mini games inside that difficult, yes. But I'd like to have fun playing Tron. I like the story behind Tron. I like it. I want to love Tron, but as everything else with Disney, you got to take it with a grain of salt, because we don't know what's going to get interjected, what's going to be, are they going to put messaging in it, or have they learned the right thing to do with, like they did with Inside Out 2. You know, stick to the story, get rid of the messaging, and hey, you know, we didn't do any messaging or pandering to the small minority, and we just made the highest grossing animated film of all time. Wow. Who knew? Who knew? Now, if they can take what their learned experience from that movie and it's applied to this game, I think we can have a fun game. But like I said, I'm not going to commit to this thing until I get a demo, because it's just that way. And when it comes to top-down games, they're not my favorite. But if it's more third person with the light cycles, I'll get over it, because light cycles, come on. What nerd hasn't dreamed about driving a light cycle? And there was that one guy that actually made one, modded some motorcycle to look like a light cycle. It was bad to the bone. I don't know if I can find it. Let me see. That'd be cool. Yeah, there it is. Found it. Alright. Okay, let's get it over here.
Ooh, I want one of those. Hey everybody, I'm Maureen Aladdin for Buzz 60. Parker Brothers Choppers.
Someone made one. I was like, I remember someone making one. I couldn't remember who. Apparently, these Parker Brothers Custom Choppers made a light cycle motorcycle. I'm going to stop it there because if I look any more at this thing, I'm going to find some terrible compromises I'm going to have to do to be able to afford a real life light cycle because the nerd in me just wants that thing so bad. I mean, how cool is that? I knew it existed. I knew someone made one, and I'm sure there's been others that have been made. But I mean, come on. Can you think of a cooler motorcycle to own? Although it's been years since I've ridden one, and I promised myself I wouldn't get on one once I had kids. I was like, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to put myself in that situation where I could possibly hurt myself and be a burden to my kids or anything like that. That's my personal choice. I have nothing. I have tons of biker friends still, and know a lot of people in Baca, and I just love motorcycles. But I'm just kind of like, for me, I have a really, really bad lead foot, and I'm not going to put myself in danger now that I have kids. And it's just that's my choice. But come on, a light cycle, that's just a dream. But anyways, I've gone way too long on a video about a game announcement that's for next year. So I'm going to wrap this up, and I will see you guys next time. And as always, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.